Hi, Dragon Source here. I know you don't know me, but it's a really important video. I need you to listen. I'm speaking directly to your soul right now. Why am I out here in nature where there is no one around? You may wonder. It's because I need to be free. I need to be free. So that's why I'm making this video as a reminder to myself to be free, and also to you, the viewer, to help you free your mind. And you may notice I'm a little bit tired right now. I've had a long week, but I'm still out here. That's what's important. Anyway, let's get right into it. I was having some thoughts. The Toltecs say you should use death as your advisor. Like, imagine yourself at the moment of your death, or like the archetype of death itself judging your life. And I'm not saying like in a condescending way. I'm just saying like sorting through what's important and what's not. Okay? So I was thinking, like, what do I actually have left to prove in this world? What do I actually have left to prove? I've already proven myself that I can succeed economically, that I can succeed in having sex with women, that I can succeed in finding magical people, that I can even make money from doing tarot card readings, and that I can do plant medicine and go on adventures and meet extraordinary people and experience love and tantric sex, and that I could write inspiring songs and rap, and that I could play basketball at a competitive level, not like professionally, but I was pretty good. So I'm not saying all that to brag. I'm just saying, like, all right, well, what else is there to check off the list? Well, I don't have to, but the only thing left to check off the list is something supernatural, meaning coming to a state of wholeness, complete clarity, complete healing, rejuvenation, miraculous healing of the body, restoration, becoming a new person, birthed anew. That's like the only thing I haven't done yet, because it's beyond the I, it's beyond the persona, it's beyond the ego's power to do something like that. And furthermore, if we're looking at things from the perspective of ego, I used to have childhood idols, like Stephen Curry or J. Cole, or, like people who are exceptional at something that I wanted to be exceptional at. And, Keanu Reeves, the one in The Matrix, and like, wow, I want to be able to play roles like that. I want to have that much self-importance. I want to matter to a lot of people. I want to be able to play the hero and, get a lot of praise for it. I want to be able to stand up against tyranny and make a real change in the world. And I've tried to do that, but the world doesn't want to change. It's one stubborn son of a bitch, this world is. It doesn't want to change. It is what it is. You can compete with other people and possibly be better than them at something the world has deemed that is okay to do. But if you're trying to actually change the structure of the world, it's going to fight you to the death. And you're only an army of one, really. Really. You can have friends and acquaintances and romantic partners, but at the end of the day, you're born alone and you die alone, So it's just between you and God, whatever that means to you. So anyway, I was thinking, in actuality, in the spirit, we're, at least those of us who are ensouled beings here, I'm not talking to NPCs or clones. If you made it this far into the video, you almost assuredly do have a divine spark in there somewhere. Okay? We're all on the same level. We're all on the same level. The Michael Jordans of the world, the J. Coles, the B.O.B.s, the whoever you look up to, maybe it's a political figure, Sarah Palin, whoever you look up to, you're on an equal level. You're on an equal playing field. They just had better life contracts, better astrology charts. They bargained better with the machine elves or the demiurge or whoever is in charge of this corrupt organization we call the Matrix. So maybe some people were born with better cards. Maybe some people had better strokes of luck than you did. Maybe some people were born with better talents. But at the end of the day, as far as divine sparks go, we're all equal. All of us spirits are fundamentally equal. Because we're not the body, and we're not whatever we did in the body. We're not. We're unconditional love and light at our core, and we are all equal. If anyone tries to shit on you, well, then that just means they're going by the terms and conditions of this reality, which is a very low frequency, dense, demonic place that we are in. It's not valid in the realm of light. None of it is. No, the light doesn't judge anything. Anything, which brings me to my next point. You can't be guilty for anything. Anything, because everything you did here was subject under numerous amounts of pressure and mind control from all kind of dense energies projected at you. And not only that, you're going up against the genetics of your own body and its desires, wants, needs, and the world makes it hard for you to get those wants and needs sometimes and puts all kind of psychological pressures on you. Not to mention there's entities and shapeshifters and aliens that could jump into you and mind control you. And then there's your astrology chart. You're going to unconsciously manifest this and that. It's like we're being controlled in so many ways. It's actually ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. Even if you became Adolf Hitler, like, probably shouldn't have used that word because the algorithm's probably not going to like that. But it's too late now. All right, I'm not editing any of this. So yeah, as I was saying, you could be him. You could mass unalive millions upon millions and millions of people. You could be the worst black magician ever. And guess what? Guess what? Your divine spark is still equal to all the other ones. Although you probably did sell out portions of it to the darkness by engaging in the dark arts like that. You probably lost pieces of yourself to the darkness in doing that, but whatever you have left is still equal to anything else in the realm of light. You understand? You just got lost because you were under the influence of this reality. You were under its influence, which is a heavy, dense, demonic influence. It's not your fault. At any time you can repent, you can say, I'm sorry, and you can come into the light, and all will be forgiven in the realm of light. Because the light doesn't judge. You don't even have to say sorry to the light because it won't make you guilty. All it will do is remove the darkness from you. That's what Jesus did 2,000 years ago. Just, oh, there's darkness there? Boom, now it's light. The light is just a flashlight that illuminates the darkness. That's all it does. That's how it heals you. Boom, there was darkness in your body. Boom, now there's light. Now you can walk. Ta-da. Okay, that's what it does. There's no judgment. So whatever you have done here, and no matter how many times you have gone wrong, it doesn't fucking matter. Just come to the light. I'm not guilty for anything. You're not guilty for anything. Just learn the lesson from the experience and do better. That's it. There's no reason to carry around anything because it's a holographic matrix anyway, full of dense terms and conditions that are actually meaningless. So only thing that's real is your awareness of the experience, which comes from your spirit. That's it. That's it. That is it. And I have been on a truth-seeking path all my life. And I noticed that when I was in moments of pain, it just motivated me to find the truth and the exit point even more. And I think unconsciously on some level, I've probably been working toward this for many lifetimes. I've probably been trying to get out of the reincarnation cycle for many, 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 many lifetimes. But I just finally got the opportunity to do it this time. So how do you do that, Dragon? Well, you go to www.creationlightship.com and you do the spirit barcode clearing. Now, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, so you can look up on YouTube Ron Amitron, R-O-N space A-M-I-T-R-O-N, okay? And you can also look at the radio archives on the creationlightship.com website, where The master healer, Ron Amatron, who was in the body of Jesus 2,000 years ago, did all his healings. Now, the matrix has gotten a lot denser since then, so they're not necessarily very effective for physical body problems. However, as far as bringing more peace to your spirit and bringing more of your spirit back to you into wholeness, they are effective at that. So just don't expect any miraculous physical healings, but as far as emotional stuff and timelines and guilt and shame and all this low frequency energy in your body, they can help clear that out pretty good. So, and then the spirit barcode, of course, will break the reincarnation cycle when you do that clearing and help you go to the light upon death, the true light. And after you do that, then you have to ask yourself, well, why continue to be in this reality of darkness? Why? Why continue to shed my light when 99.9% of people are not going to understand it or appreciate it properly? Why do that? And I think that, I guess I felt some kind of moral obligation to do it, kind of an each one teach one thing. Like, if I found the way, I have a moral responsibility to my brothers and sisters to help them. But it's like, if they're collectively not open to being helped, all I can do is put like a beacon out and then just hope like a few of them come. But then, the AI, the dark forces of this reality will try to block the light of that beacon so people can't even find it, because it's trying to keep you all here. I hope you understand that. The Absol said it the best: trapped in a game where the trap is the game. Right? You're trapped in a game where the trap is the game. Okay, let that sink in. Everything you want to do in this reality only takes you deeper into the quicksand. Okay? So the actual name of the game is realizing you can't win playing the game. How do I get out of the game? That's the real game we're playing here. And of course, no one explained this to you. You just had to figure it out through trial and error because, well, the devil's not going to explain to you how hell works because it would make it easier for you to get out of hell. He's trying to torture you. That's his job. Right. So all the lostness and confusion and darkness and chaos and mind fog and AI this and AI that and death shots and the trails in the sky and everything that has to do with the death cult of the society. It's not you. It has nothing to do with the light. It's not your fault. Be in it, but not of it, my brothers and sisters. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Be in it, but not of it. Because truly, at your core, you are a divine spark of unconditional love and light. Don't let anyone tell you different. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty. I'm not saying that that gives you a green light to be a complete asshole and make the realm even more suffering. That's not a good thing to do, but you have the free will to do that, and the light wouldn't judge you for it. You're free. Peace.